Well, good evening. This is Rich, and the markets ended up with a green day across the board today, led by a couple of things. Concern about South American weather still at the forefront. Also, a weaker dollar today. A lot of that came from reaction to news out of China, stronger economic numbers out of China, apparently, and also ideas of changing in maybe their currency values as well. Did cause some selling in the dollar. But the grains were strong from the outset today, led by the soybean market. March soybeans closed up 25.25 cents, just off the highs of the day at 11.83 November soybeans up 19 cents at 11.89. The March corn up 4.5 at the close at 6.04, had traded up close to 6.09 at the high. December corn up 2.25 cents at 5.57.5. March cotton up 2.72 at 98.19. December cotton up 1.35 at 93.30. March rice closed up 36.5 points at 14.80.5. We look at the wheat. July wheat, Chicago up 2.5 cents at 6.48 Kansas City July wheat up 3.25 at 6.92, and Minneapolis Dees wheat closed at 7.72. That was up 3/4 cent. So better day across the board for commodities here tonight. Crude oil trading higher, gold trading a smidge lower. The Dow up 30 points at the close here today. So for the most part, good trade across the board. We don't have much as far as reports this week, other than we do have a cattle on feed report at the end of the week. The trade expecting around 103.5% of last year's numbers at this time. The export inspections numbers that came out this morning for last week, a little bit disappointing, particularly for corn, and that could have had some impact on the corn market. However, the one positive here for corn was basis levels. We continue to see basis levels strengthening. The comment was made that the Gulf up 6 to 7 cents from where it was last Thursday, so stronger basis certainly does kind of go along with what we've been saying here for a while, that not sure where the corn's at. And so we're seeing basis levels at different competing markets try to rally in order to buy that corn that is around in the country. Ultimately should be supportive to spreads, should support the nearby March futures contract as well. Have a good evening. We'll be back tomorrow with an update.